Alright, my name is Boaz, Tingson. I am alum with Tingson University. I currently serve on staff with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship in Northern New Jersey in the schools at Newark. How many of you guys feel like you are at a crossroad in your life? I can't really see. Can you dim the lights a little bit? So, only a couple of us, 10 of us, feel like we're at a crossroad. But, anyways, right? How many of you guys feel like at some point there's that just a little tug that God's calling you to do something great? Well, I hope there's more of you that feel that. Right? Of how can God use us, not to just go and do ministry within the church, but to go out into the world as He claims that to be His, right? As we go into the fields of medicine, of law, of education, of business, of arts, that He claims that place that is part of His kingdom. At Urbana, you'll have the opportunity to do that. You'll have the opportunity to explore. For those of us who are wondering, what can I do with what I'm learning at school and what I'm learning at InterVarsity or at church? That was my experience when I first went to Urbana in 2006 as a junior. Yesterday, we talked, Jason shared a little bit how we need to have a longing for God to rock our world. So, like a good InterVarsity student, I went to Urbana in 2006, and God rocked my world. So, I'm like the typical Asian. When I went into college, right, I pursued chemistry, thinking that I was going to go pre-med, like every other good Asian kid does. And when I went to Urbana, right, and I was like, you know, there's different tracks. There's going to be different workshops that you can go to. I went to like all the medical ones just to see where God would call me. And I sat there and I listened, and there were great teachers. But then I realized, this is not what God's calling me. And that messed me up. But you know what? I'm so glad that God rocked my world there in 2006. Where God called me to go into ministry, and I switched majors from chemistry to music. Of all places. And I was able, I was a worship leader, so I was like, music's probably the way I'm going to go. But then I didn't have it quite all figured out. So I went again in 2009. I hope that none of you really have to do that. But I went to 2009 thinking that, okay, God's called me to ministry, and I got to think about where I need to go. And there, again in 2009, God rocked my world. And I was challenged, and I was brought to the idea of coming on staff at InterVarsity. I came back in 2009, filled out an application, and I came on staff. That's not going to be the story for most of you, or maybe for some of you. But my challenge is to take the opportunity, to take that leap of faith, to go to Urbana with us, so that you can allow God to rock your world. Right? That's my dare for you. So, in conclusion, hang on, sorry, I skipped a note. Information. How many of you guys like information? Like to know? Okay. So Urbana is happening this year. It's a tri-annual conference that InterVarsity hosts. It's a national event. So what you see here is called a regional event, right? We're in the region of New York, New Jersey. Right? Imagine being in a place with InterVarsity students and students who are hungry about what it means to be in God's mission and to do God's mission work. So all 15,000 of us are going to worship and learn together. That's what Urbana is going to be like. Okay? It's from December 27th to the 31st at the end of this year. Our invitation is that you will come and register, and our incentive for you, there's an incentive, that if you register at camp this week, if you punch in this code, Basilea U12, you will get $100 off your registration. Yeah, $100 off your registration. No way. Last week, 40 students from our region registered to go to Urbana. Even though our camp size this week is about half of what was here last week, I think we can double that number this week. I want 80 of us to register for Urbana this week. Yeah?
So like
No? No? Come on, guys. You gotta help me out here. You gotta help me out. So finally I want to say, this is my story in a nutshell, right? I'm a Chinese guy. So I was a Chinese boy, born in the Philippines. I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Right.
Went to school in New York, at Binghamton, and now I'm on staff in Newark, New Jersey. If God can do that to me, I can't even imagine what God's going to take you guys, as you guys are going to go into this world and become world changers. Amen, right?
Amen, Boaz.
I don't think we don't sound all convinced. So, I have a little treat for you. All right, I was a music major, so last night I decided to write a song for you guys. And I had some help. I had some help, so Gloria and Jenna, wherever you guys are, to help me out. And I want to share this song. Hopefully this song will help you figure out, is Urbana a place for me to go? And I hope you will say yes. Because you were made for something great.
great.
Sing, Boaz.
Oh, just you wait.
Also, I asked you guys to help me out. So I guess give them a hand. Have they been awesome meeting us in Europe? Alright, hopefully I don't screw this up. I took my time with God's call. I took no time in my belt. I wanted rock in my world because it is the way the world begs, borrows, and steals. It wants freedom that is real. I didn't know I would feel it, but still you're the way. It's from 727 through 31st. It's in St. Louis. Where do you think you're going, baby? Hey, I was made for something great. God's call on my life. Why would I wait? God calls people and asked to send me. And how He made me. Hey, I was made for something great. So here's the coupon, and don't be late. All the other promises tried to save me, but at Urbana, they truly changed me. God came and rocked my life, and that was so bad. You rocked me so bad. You rock me so, so bad. God came to rock my life. You rock me so bad. And you should know that. You rock me so, so bad. All your friends are going anyway. So tell Mom, don't worry. I'll be home New Year's Day. You something great. So here's the coupon, and don't be late. All the other promises might inspire you, but at Urbana, they'll truly change you.